You remember the muscle? What's the name of this muscle?
Superior
Rectus,
rectus,
inferior rectus,
lateral
and
rectus,
medial.
rectus,
How about this one?
oblique,
Inferior oblique. This is superior
superior oblique.
It's the same thing in here, as you see. It's superior oblique, and we have inferior here. Number 22 is inferior. Okay, by opening up this structure, we can identify layers at the bottom. So this is the outermost layer, contain of sclera. This white part is sclera, and this part is cornea, dome-shaped structure. Transparent area is cornea. All right. And this structure, as you see in here, this part is cornea. This part is iris, and we have pupil on center. So this is the pupil here. One more time in here. So this is the sclera, the white part, and then we have cornea. Middle layer, this tiny part, we have choroid, we have ciliary body, and we have iris. Inner layer, I told you, contain of two parts. We have pigmental layer, and then we have sensory part. They are not fully overlapped. If you focus in here, before this zigzag line, we have two layers together. Sensory and also pigmental layer. After this zigzag line, which is called ora serrata, we have only pigmental part. As you see, this is the pigmental part. We don't have sensory part in here. Why we don't have the sensory? For what purpose? Because there is no sensitivity from light. Light is not touching this part. Light is coming only from this part to the back. So there is no attachment or kind of a stimulation in this part. So that's why we have just pigmental layer. This pigmental layer will extend to the iris too. And I told you, color of eye depends to the pigment, concentration of pigments in this part. Okay, let's little bit talk about this area. This number 18 is most sensitive part of retina. This structure is called yellow spot. Yellow spot. And what do we have in here? Same as this model. What's this? Optic nerve. So when we have optic nerve in here, means here we have blind spot. So this structure is lens, and this is vitreous humor or vitreous body. Transparent, transparent, transparent. And we have hole in here. So that's why light can transpass from here to the end of eyeball, which we have retina here. This is the other model. As you see in here, we have layer like this, sclera, cornea. This is the tunica vasculosa, contain of choroid and ciliary body here. And this is the innermost layer, retina. I'm gonna take this out. Again here, white color is sclera. This structure is cornea. So this is tunica fibrosa. Middle layer, so this part. Choroid, ciliary body, and iris. What do we have in center of iris? Pupil. So this is the pupil here. As you see, there is connection between lens and ciliary body. Those are ligament, suspensory ligament. So we have lens in here. Between lens and iris is posterior chamber. Between iris and cornea is anterior chamber. If you remember, I told you aqueous humor is moving here from posterior chamber to anterior chamber and will move to those venous sinus. So we'll remove from this area. In posterior part, this area we have retina. So this is ora serrata, as I told you before. Before this we have both sensory part